Welcome back to Barrel and Burn. Today we're reviewing Garrison Brothers Lady Bird. I picked this bottle up because I thought it was cool. I haven't tried the brand. This is coming in at 114 proof. I looked it up. It's coming in at 7 years. There's no age statement on it. This is the 2024 release. I'd be interested to see how the other releases are, 25 and 26, but I haven't seen them. This is also a finished bourbon that's finished in cognac and honey. So I think it's a really cool bottle. And a cool fact about it is that they have $5 for every bottle that's sold goes to this proceed. I think it's the Lady Bird Foundation, and they give you these flowers that are grown in Texas. So I think that's pretty cool. We've had this sitting out for a bit, maybe 5-10 minutes. Very dark brown. I've always heard people talk about Texas Funk, but since I've only had Still Austin, and they have that slow water reduction process, I've never really tasted that Texas Funk, or maybe it's there and I just don't know how to identify. But we want to try this one out, and I have my neighbor here, Jason, with me to taste it out. So let's see on the nose. On the nose, I'm picking up this brulee finish. It's like burnt brown sugar, a little bit of chocolate note. Now, I haven't looked up any of the tasting notes online because I feel like sometimes that could sway what you taste if you already know beforehand. So we haven't looked at any facts online. And if any of you have tried it, I would love to hear your feedback or comments on it. What about you, Jay?
I definitely agree. There's like some sort of caramel there, you know, burnt sugar. I could see that.
I was mentioning to you that I didn't taste any like vanilla. And we were talking about how in the custard for creme brulee, there's like a vanilla finish to it, but I haven't picked that up.
Yeah, a lot of bourbons do have like a vanilla. I kind of agree. I'm not smelling it at least.
I'm loving the nose. I also picked up a little bit of honey. I know that this is a finished bourbon. It says right here, it's infused with honey and finished in a cognac cask. I think it's 3 years that they finish it in that. So this is a finished bourbon, and they have that there in the label. Another cool fact I liked about this is that they use food grade corn and stuff for their mash bill. I know Still Austin also does that, but I think that's really interesting how the distillery is interested in making quality product, because I'm sure that's more expensive using food grade stuff. All right, so let's try it out.
All right, salud.
It's definitely intense. The first sip you take, I wouldn't say it knocks your socks off like a hazmat bottle, but it's definitely intense. But all I get is this brown sugar, like a very dark flavor. No chocolate. The nose definitely is very different than what I'm tasting. What about you?
Yeah, like you had mentioned a funk. There is something like a, I don't know, like a gym mat, like if you've ever been in a wrestling room kind of a thing. Like, I don't know, like.
I compared it to if you've ever like seen one of those storage units out in the middle of nowhere and you licked one of the staves from one of the top parts of that infrastructure. And I don't know what they mean when they say Texas Funk. So if anybody's out there that knows about that, you guys could educate me on what that means. Because I've heard it in different people's videos, Texas Funk, and maybe that note in the background. I wouldn't even call it like cinnamon. There's a note that I can't pick up on it that I've heard that Garrison Brothers really leans into that flavor profile, and it's something that makes them unique. I don't know if it's harshness. It's not off-putting. I would definitely have this again. I'd be interested to see how the other releases taste.
Maybe like a wood that's been left outside for a while, got wet a little bit.
The more I drink it, I definitely like it more because I really like that burnt brown sugar flavor. Have you picked up any other flavor notes on this?
I mean, that like definitely on the palate, there's a lot more of an alcohol sensation than there was in the nose. And yes, some sort of funk. Just there's something, for me, it's a little off-putting.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the first time I've ever tried anything from this brand, but the honey definitely stands out in this burnt sugar caramelization flavor that keeps hitting me. Something that you and I have tried, actually, we've been adding water or an ice cube to something. Before this video, we had old-fashioned freezer old-fashioned, and that was really good. I noticed that when it was in the freezer, you add water, it takes some of that intenseness out of it. So I wonder with this bottle, maybe as more oxygen hits it, or you put an ice cube and a little bit of water. Now, you enjoy your bourbon how you want. That's definitely a preference thing. Some people prefer a neat, other people an ice cube, a little bit of water, and all those things do change the profile in it. But
I would consider an ice cube with this,
yeah,
something.
A little bit of water would be nice. But yesterday I had something from Kentucky. I forgot what it was. It was 130 proof, and that was definitely intense. Alrighty, cheers everybody.